All right, guys. So let me quickly give you a trending moment that is going on in the election tribunal. All right. So yesterday it was reported that Peter Obi tendered documents that were blurred, and I asked a question: the blurry document, did it come from Peter Obi, or is it the document that was printed from IREF? So if it was the document printed from IREF, you can see the problem that Nigerians are facing. The announcement of Bola Ahmed Tinubu as president was actually a hoax. It was false because the documents that they used in announcing him cannot be verifiable. All right. So no wonder INEC chairman has been invited to the court on several occasions. He has refused to appear in court. And also, you notice that Peter Obi, Labour Party, and Atiku and PDP saved him a subpoena which he was supposed to appear in court to testify to the legitimacy of the document, but he refused. So that is the problem of the country. Everyone is independent and they feel they are above the law. Now, the truth is, when you are served a subpoena, you are being requested that it is a must that you need to come to the court and testify. However, he has refused. So the next step right now is for Labour Party and PDP to inquire to report the matter to the court, and then the court will save him a summon to appear in court. And once the court saves you a summon is different from a subpoena. A subpoena can be served by an individual with permission from the court for you to come and testify. So he is acting on the fact that he has the right to stay away from the subpoena. However, if the court finally serves him the summon to appear in court to testify to the legitimacy of the documents, then he cannot stay away, because if he stays away, it will be granted contempt of court, and we all know the implication of contempt of court. All right, so that is what was going on yesterday. And another incident that went on yesterday was the fact that um, the incidents in the valedictory session where Bulkachowa's husband stood up and revealed the truth that many of his colleagues in the House, in the Senate chamber, were being favored by his wife based on his influence. He also said that he admires his wife for the fact that she allowed him to influence her decisions in the court. And while he was speaking, you see, Ahmed Lawan came out to try to shut him out. The truth is, he embarrassed Ahmed Lawan, he embarrassed the Nigerian judiciary, and he embarrassed himself too for lobbying. I know this man is an old man, he's about 80 something years, and you may wonder what is that kind of old man doing in the Senate. All right, so he stood up and wanted to clear himself. He said he influenced the decision of the judiciary while his wife was the president of the court. Remember, Ahmed Lawan contested for presidency, but it was surprising to see him come back to the Senate, because even Rocha Okorocha told him that both of them that he knew that Ahmed Lawan contested for presidency and not Senate, but how he managed to come back to the Senate was a magic. So everybody knows that Bulkachowa was the one sitting on that case, and he granted her, or she granted him the opportunity to win the case. And now the husband, being a senator, came out to say that he influenced some of the decisions in favor of his colleagues. And at that moment, Ahmed Lawan was trying to shut him out so that he would not reveal more truth. And you can see it is an embarrassment on the Nigerian legislative system and the judiciary to be running those kind of affairs. And now the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court have been said that they should investigate all election cases that came before Bulkachowa's wife. So that call was made by Ezekwesili. All right, so that was one of the things, the talking points of yesterday. We also see Emefiele's case where the DSS had arrested him. And now the group that was in support of his bid for presidency tells Emefiele to mention those who are involved. People like Malami, we also have Buhari's personal assistant, the chief head of NEMASA, the managing director of NNPCL, MPA bosses, and others. In fact, there is a whole list of people which are at beckon call of the confession of the CBN governor. All right, so that is one of the things that was happening, and also The issue I've already mentioned, tension erupts as INEC chairman is about to go to testify on the document. If the court summons him, then he has no option than to appear before the court and then explain the legitimacy of the document that he saved. If he did not save them the right documents, then he runs into more problem. Whichever way, he is in trouble. We also have the issue of the AP CEO. Tinubu immediately told to dissolve the fraud, to dissolve the fraud called Nigeria A, where someone used about how many 12 billion or so to paint an Ethiopian airline, and they made a mistake and could not cover the Ethiopian number, and it was revealed. So you can see the fraud there that is going on. That is one of the talking points that occurred
because
yesterday,
there
and
are
I
many
wanted to
ways
bring
to
all the
kill the rat,
stories to you.
and
I will
then
keep updating you on what is going on. I
we
will
have
bring
other
you
ways to
a total
invite
transcript
INEC
of what is
to
going on in the
come
courts
and
today. So
answer the
please
question.
stay close to this
Back
channel
in
and
the
subscribe
courtroom.
if you've not yet done so, and you will never miss any of our videos again. Thanks for watching.